What up, folks? What is going on? Back with another video. This is the VF Cast channel. I am VF Baller, and today I have another HDMI adapter that I want to show off. This is a tester kit, so it's not a finished product, and I want to thank Kaico for sending me these adapters. I've been, using them, and for the most part, I've been pretty impressed with the ones that I've used so far. I mean, obviously, I used all of them, but I want to give you my final impressions on the ones that I've been using. I'm going to show you what they look like and just pretty much give you my thoughts and opinions. So I did the Saturn one, the pass through. I did the Mega Drive pass through, and now we're doing the PS1 slash PS2 HDMI adapter. And the thing about this adapter is, Kaico tried to pull, they tried to pull out a new adapter for the PlayStation 2. Unfortunately, that adapter did not work very well with PlayStation 1 games, and it just didn't work. I mean, if you had a game that ran 480i, like Tekken 3, it would work because it reads 480i. But the thing about it is, it did not read 240p games. So therefore, the PlayStation 2 adapter, which I have right here, this is the one I have. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna see because the light is there it is, right? Oh goodness. Well, never mind. You can't see it because of the light. This is the PlayStation 2, the HDMI adapter. Now, this one here works well. It looks good, but unfortunately, the level hike one that I compared it to in my video, it basically worked out a little bit better because the level hike just showed it off a little bit better. That doesn't mean that this is not a bad adapter. It's okay, but it just can't run PS1 games like the whole library. Like I said, 480i games are good. So with that being said, I did not like this one for the most part. It looks good, but it is not as functional as I thought because the PlayStation 2 can play PS1 games. Now, that's where this comes in. Kaico gave me this tester for the PlayStation 1 and PS2. They look pretty identical. They really are. I mean, even to the, they just look the same, but you have to, on the label, it says PS1, PS2, and this one just says PS2. Now, the thing about this is, this looks like this is about ready to go based on the shell. Now, I did other testers, and they didn't look like the final product. Like most Kaico, it even has the logo on it right here. And for the most part, this one looks like it's ready to go. So I'm going to test this one with a couple of games. First, I'm going to use one of my favorite shooters, Raiden 3. I'm going to play this one, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on how it looks with this. And I'm going to use the PlayStation 1 game, Raiden Project. Here's Raiden Project. So these are the two games I'm going to be using for this. A PlayStation 2 game, Raiden 3, and PS1 Raiden Project. So I'm going to go ahead and hook this up. I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions, and we're going to go through this together, and I'm going to let you know how it plays out. So it's going to be pretty interesting. So hope you guys hang around. All right, we got this thing up and running. We're about to get ready to go and get started. But before I get started, I forgot to mention that you do need some type of USB cable to supply power to the adapter. So there's the adapter right here. I don't know if you can see in my small window right here, but what I normally do is just take a USB and plug it into the PlayStation 2 so it gets power. So that's one thing that you're going to have to do. I mean, level hike, hyperkin, all of them do the same thing. So there's no difference to this one. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop this in. We got to play some Raiden, and let's go ahead and get this game rocking and rolling and see what we got here. Let's see. All right, so first of all, it is in YPBPR and is in 16:9. So this one thing I noticed when I was using this earlier this week, it's in 16:9 and there's no option to change it. So that's really weird. That is a no-go for me already. I need the option to change it to 4:3 or whatever the case may be, because some of these games do run in 4:3, obviously. I mean, PS1 and PS2 games. One thing I do like, though, that you can change the whole thing from, see, I got the 4:3 right there. You can change the component video output to RGB or YPBBR. That's one thing I do like. So if I go to RGB, it'll go out, and I can just go in to hit the switch, hit the switch, and it should pop right back on up. There it is right there. RGB, there's a switch on here that you can change back and forth, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go back to YPBBR because that's my preferred method of playing because of 480p or whatever the case may be. So that's my preferred method. But unfortunately, it does not change the aspect ratio. So it's still 4:3. I mean, it's still 16:9. Now, the last video I did, which was the one on the Sega Mega Drive and the Saturn and the Neo Geo, had the option to switch. Now, like I said before, I don't think there's no reason to play those games at 16:9. If that's your thing, that's cool. I'm not against it, but that's just not my type. That's just not my thing to do. So it's already losing, it's already losing brownie points because of that. Because I want my games to be in 4:3 or 16:9. Based on the game I play, I want it to be available for that, to have that option. So we're going to move over here to Raiden 3. And one thing I noticed that even with the old one, this one right here, it only displayed PS2 games, but it didn't have many, let's say, combing artifacts. This one had, and sometimes it shows combing artifacts. You'll probably see it in the game, like if a player, like fast moving objects move around, you'll probably see it. But that's one thing I don't too much care for, is like combing artifacts. It kind of messes it up, but I think it's just giving out a raw 480i output, so it's going to happen. So, but other than that, it looks fine. I don't have a problem with that. I think it looks really good on the screen. The 16:9 has to go. Another thing up there, it says 16:9 on the screen. It won't go away as well. But like I said, this is a tester kit. So this is a tester one. So it's not the end of the world. So I'm gonna play a little bit and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on what I think, on what I see. I need to unlock Boss Rush at some point. I think I got a replay on here too, but I'm just gonna play the game. And I know this is not the most ideal way to play, in my opinion, but with that being said, it don't look bad. One thing you can, if you can adjust your TV to shrink it down to 4:3, which I've done on my other TV downstairs. The one downstairs I could do it, and I played some PlayStation 1 games on it, and the PlayStation 1 games look fantastic on here. Now, I don't know if you can see like some of the combing artifacts as I hit some of the enemies. You may not be able to see it, but they're on the screen. You can't help but to see it on the TV screen. You may not see it through the Elgato, but I think overall this don't look bad. It's just, you just need to adjust you just need to find a way to adjust the aspect ratio. Because, I mean, as far as a PlayStation 2 game, I mean, you don't get really much cleaner than this on a flat screen. So I think this is pretty cool overall. I mean, even with the 16:9, this game does look pretty well overall. I mean, with the aspect ratio and how the game looks, because if it was in 4:3, this screen would look a lot skinnier. So that's not, that's not the worst. It doesn't look really bad. Like other games, it'll probably look really crazy in 16:9. But like I said, that's people preference, but it needs to be an option either way, because there are some fighting games or whatever the case may be that runs at 4:3. There's other games that run at 4:3, and you will want to use that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip over to the PlayStation 1 game, and also there's no lag on this at all. So I'm going to flip over to the PlayStation 1 game, which is Raiden Project, and we're going to see what that looks like under these conditions. And we're basically just going to go from there. Hopefully, you guys are still hanging around. I really appreciate it if you are. Okay, back to the main screen of the PS2, and it's still in 16:9, obviously. I know I may make a big deal out of that, but it is what it is. And we're going to go in and we'll play some Raiden Project. We're going to play this, and it's a PlayStation 1 game. And one thing about the last adapter, like I said, it didn't run PS1 games that ran in 240p. Like I said, if you had Tekken 3, you were good with this adapter. You were good with this one, the regular just PS2 one. But unfortunately, most PlayStation 1 games run in 240p. So we're going in right now, and it went straight to the game when I put it in. So that's one they need to get rid of that YPBBR 16:9. They need to get that off of the screen. It looks really crazy. But here we are. It's still in 16:9, unfortunately, and it's running. And this is in 480i, so that's the part that the menus. I mean, the BIOS screen, the opening screen, always going to run because that's in 480i. But this is where we're looking at. This is in 480p. I mean, this is in 280p and 280p. This is in 240p, and this is what we have here. And it's in 16:9. Once again, it don't look bad, but it's just I don't know. I know I've been saying it a lot, but I'm a big stickler about this. I need these games in 4:3. So nevertheless, I'm not really, but like I said, it doesn't look bad the way it is. It doesn't look bad at all. It's just it needs to be in 4:3. But this looks very good. This looks very good. And I'm actually impressed with the way how clean this looks. Now, what I will say, if with this tester, what I would do, if I have like my TV downstairs has an option to change the aspect ratio, I'm good. And like I said, I've been playing a few games on the other TV with this device, and it looks fine. Even though, you can change it on the TV. Now, this TV, you can't change it. But I really think that the device itself should have an option like the Sega Genesis one that I use. But there's a little bit shimmering, but there's no combing artifact. And this actually looks phenomenal. This looks really good. Kaico, once again, you guys did a pretty good job with this. I think you stepped your game up from the last one, because even with the last one, if you get rid of if you can find a way to deinterlace a little better without the combing artifacts, I think you and change the aspect ratio on by the the device, I think we have a winner here. I think we once again, the Sega Genesis one, the Saturn one looks a little blurry, but for the third installment of this series, this looks really good. I'm not complaining about this at all. I just feel that you already know my gripes. I don't want to repeat them over and over again, but y'all got something else good here. I still think the Sega Genesis one could be your best work with the two little things you have to fix. But other than that, I mean, you're good money. This doesn't look bad. Like I said, aspect ratio aside and the combing artifacts, we're good money. So I'm going to pretty much leave it there. I like what I see overall. I've been playing with this for a while now. Like I said, on my other TV that can actually change the aspect ratio. If you have a TV that can do that, and for some instance, I'm pretty sure Kaico will change that, where you can change it to 4:3. But if you have a tester kit, if you're one of the guys like me to have one, just get the TV to change it. Other than that, I like this. I like the way it looks. It looks really good. I think this looks better. Honestly, I think the PlayStation 1 looks better than the level hike one that does PlayStation 1. I will say that. So, I'm a fan of it. It looks clean and clear, kind of like the Genesis one. Looks very clean. If I want something, HDMI solution for my retro consoles, I want it to look as at least this clean. I know there's other ones out there that are hard to find, but Kaico usually have this stuff readily available. So between Raiden 3 and this right here, this looks pretty good. I'm not against this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know this is a lot going on here, and I was rambling a lot about the aspect ratio, but this is that's one of my big sticklers, and they need to get that off the screen as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you for all the support. Oh, also, before I go, let me see. This is also in 1080p. So they're running this stuff at 1080p upscaled. So I'll put that in the description, or I'll put that down in the box just let you guys know at an earlier time, because I did not look to see. So it's 1080p, and if they can get it at 4:3, we're good money. I don't think it's a bad deal. So, all right, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for all the support. Hope you guys like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. The next one will be on the Wii HDMI adapter. This is another one I got. I don't know if y'all see that. There it is, Wii HDMI adapter. All right, y'all. See you guys in the next one. You guys take it easy. You guys be blessed. Peace.